Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do something a little bit different with you, and I thought I would basically show you of how I do my morning routine on the weekends. So yeah, as you can see, I obviously on the weekends all I do is set an alarm at a normal time. On the weekends I do tend to get up between 9 to 9:30, only because this weekend Mitch didn't have work and I don't work weekends. So I thought that I would set it not too early, not too late, and then it gives me plenty of time to get things sorted. So as soon as my alarm goes off, I try and give myself a little bit of time and adjust to the lighting. But a little bit of pain when I have eyelash extensions because I cannot rub my eyes in the morning. So of course that is a little bit of a pain. But no, as soon as my alarm goes off, I sit in bed from around 15 to 20 minutes and just go through obviously Snapchat, a bit of Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and of course YouTube, and just sit on my phone from that time and obviously just respond to any messages I have received overnight. And of course I always open my emails in the morning as well, because literally every morning I wake up and I've got like 18 to 25 messages on my phone or even emails, and I just don't need them, so I literally get rid of them straight away. And then again I go through any YouTubes, because I'm subscribed to a few American YouTubers and their videos come out. So yep, as soon as that is done, I then head to the bathroom, and of course everyone has to do a morning wee, so obviously that is what I'm doing now. I had to be very quiet because I was the only one awake, and obviously Mitch's parents were home. Mitch was kind of still in bed, but he was also kind of awake at the same time. So I always wake up, do a morning wee, and then as soon as I've done that, the next thing I always do is run down the stairs to cook my breakfast. Now it's a bit different because right now I'm staying around Mitch's house, so I just come down, do myself a little bit of toast, but first I always make sure I make Mitch a cup of tea or coffee, because again he is so miserable in the mornings. He needs a cup of coffee mainly to help him get up and to kind of just wake up, because if not he's going to be a cranky little poop and I have to deal with it. But no, I'm not also the best at making cups of tea and coffee because I do not drink hot drinks myself. So I'm not the best at making them. So I am trying very hard to make my teas and coffees a little bit better, because I tend to make them kind of too weak for Mitch and he doesn't like it. But recently I've been doing quite well and the coffees have been actually perfect. So yeah, but it's so hard in the morning to be quiet, especially when your kettle is so loud. I could have closed the kitchen door, but hence I have forgotten. But no, I did wish that I drank tea or coffee in the morning, so it would help to wake me up. But again, I'm quite good in the mornings. I wake up and I don't need anything to like help me. So yeah, so I obviously do this for Mitchell, and then as soon as that's done, I then pour myself a glass of orange juice, because that is mainly the drink I tend to reach for more in the mornings, is my orange juice. It's just so refreshing and it's one of my 5 a day. So I make sure that I always get that in during the week, and of course weekends as well, if I have time or if I even have it, because most of the time I forget to get it in my shopping, so it can be a bit of a pain. And then yes, there are many cupboards at Mitch's house which I can never find where anything is, but luckily the toaster was still in the same cupboard where I put it when I used to live here, so that was brilliant. So no, toast is one of the main breakfasts I go for on the weekends. During the weekdays when I'm at work, it's either cereal or a bit of avocado on toast or even fruit. But I thought that this weekend I would treat myself. I have my treat days on the weekend, so I tend to kind of eat all the calories I'm allowed in the morning and then just tend to not have so many during the day. But no, and I preferably go for brown bread, but obviously Mitch only had white bread at his house. But again, I will eat anything. I am not fussy. So this toast was absolutely fine. And even though I did have a little difficulty getting it in the toaster towards the end, which you will see, but no, toast is literally the most easiest breakfast you can do, and it's literally just like a 5 to 10, not even that really, like a 2 to 5 minute job. And yeah, toast is always a winner to me, so I thought I would do that today for my breakfast. And now this is where I usually go wrong, because most of the time I do pour in too much hot water and then I don't have enough room for milk. So again, I am trying to improve on this, because I'm just literally, as I said before, just so terrible at making hot drinks in the morning. But no, it's Mitch's, so I guess I can do all my practices on his, and then maybe if I tend to drink it as I get older, I will then be able to do it so much more easier. But no, I tend to make Mitch's teas and coffees for him on weekends because hence during the weekdays I don't sleep around his. And luckily this weekend was his weekend off work. So I was able to treat him to a nice hot drink this morning to try and help him to get out of bed. Because if he has no coffee, he'll be in bed till around midday. So I did try my very best today to try and get him up before 10 o'clock. And I think he did eventually stumble out of bed between like 10:30. But no, and that's one thing I always forget to do is put the lid on the milk properly. The amount of times I haven't put it on and gone to grab it and I've just dropped it. And yeah, you can probably tell what comes next. The milk has gone everywhere, all over the floor. But no, so I'm going to leave my toast there to cook, which I usually don't do because I'm really, really good at burning my toast. But no, I'm trying to get my wifey skills in. So I take Mitchell his cup of coffee upstairs, trying to sneak around the house because hence I said people are still asleep because I'm usually a noisy mess and I can never keep quiet. But today I thought I did quite well. And then I just put that on the bedside table for Mitch. Excuse the room, it is a complete mess. Only because Mitch has gone through his wardrobe and clothes he doesn't use. And then I just leave him be upstairs to drink his coffee whilst I rush downstairs to check to make sure that my toast is not burnt. But I think I literally just saved it just in time. And I had some real difficulty to shove the topper in sideways, as you can probably see. So I literally did have to tap it a few times with my fingers and then push it down again. And yes, I'm very good at leaving a mess and I always make sure I tidy it up because crumbs get literally everywhere, especially when it comes to breadcrumbs. They're just so small and they just literally stay wherever you are. So I always make sure I mop that up because once again, I'm around Mitch's house. I need to make sure that everything is left tidy. So yeah, I thought I'd quickly mop that up because I always tend to forget and I leave so much stuff around. And I thought I would treat myself this weekend and actually have Nutella on toast. Even though this did cost me £3.50 from Tesco's, which I thought was quite expensive. But I thought whilst I was eating it upstairs afterwards, I thought, you know what, it's actually worth it because Nutella is so yummy on toast. But I thought, I've trained really hard at the gym, I'm lifting so much more heavier. So I thought that I would actually sit down and actually have Nutella on toast. Now people may find this weird, but whenever I grab my toaster out of the toaster, I always tend to squish it with my hands. I just find it tastes a lot nicer after doing that. I don't know if people are going to think, oh my god, you're weird. And then I did put quite a sufficient amount of Nutella on my toast because yes, I was hungry and I was really craving chocolate that morning. So I thought that I would put quite a lot on. So yep, as you can see, my scraping skills have actually gotten so much better. Like before, I would just scuff the bread so much. And yes, I always eat my toast in triangle shapes. I don't know, because I work at a school, the children have kind of put this onto me so that I need to eat them in a triangle. But since like the age of probably 12, I prefer my toast in triangle shapes. Even when we go on holiday, I always make sure Mitch cuts it that way for me. Or even when Mitch cuts it that way for me, I might have got it from him. But I just feel like cutting it in triangles makes it look so much prettier. So yeah, and then this is my yummy breakfast for Saturday morning. And I think this did actually fill me up to around midday of when me and the family did actually go out for a roast dinner. But no, chocolate for this morning was a little bit cheeky of me, but I've not had Nutella in absolute ages. So I thought that I would actually treat myself for once. And then usually I do eat downstairs, but as I was the first one up today, I thought I would actually take my food upstairs and eat it upstairs with Mitch whilst he was still asleep. And yep, he was, but I did give him a little bit of a nudge in the video to try to see if he was awake. But again, I did leave my phone upstairs, so I quickly went up to check that. Mitch was being a right ass in the bed and fidgeting ever so much because I had my orange juice resting on the bed. He was trying to knock it over. But no, I then just sit down, munch on my breakfast, and I think today I was actually watching the Ace family video on about their channel and what they'll be doing. But yeah, I literally love the Ace family, and I just literally think they're just a really, really cute little family. But no, I sat and watched this whilst I was eating my toast, and hence trying to get Mitchell up at the same time because, as I said, he is lazy. He would have been in bed till absolute ages. But no, I scoffed my breakfast down quite quickly today. I think I was actually really, really hungry. And then Nutella did kind of help for me to have a clear plate as well. So yeah, my breakfast was extremely delicious this morning. And then I always do offer a little bit of breakfast to Mitch, but again, he wasn't having it today because he's not the biggest fan of Nutella, but I thought that's fine, I can have more for me. But I always do tend to offer a little sharing of food just so that I can be a little bit more polite, I guess. And yep, I was very thirsty after my Nutella, as you can see. And then I've actually woken up today with quite a really, really bad cold and a sore throat. I'm not quite sure if you can tell from this video. But yeah, I was actually blowing my nose all morning and it was an absolute pain. And yeah, I was also very, very hot. Hence why I literally look like a hot mess there. And then again, I just sit down and watch a little bit more YouTube on my phone. And I've had this really, really nasty pimple on my thigh, which has been an absolute pain as well. It literally probably just saw me reach for. But again, that has also been sorted. I did ice it a little bit during the day today and it's made it go down. But no, I tend to be on my phone quite a lot in the morning. But I tend to find that's when I have the most time to actually sit down and relax and to actually check all my social media and my emails and my messages. And of course, to just check of what the latest YouTube videos and trends are. And of course, with TikTok as well. And yep, there's Mitch just trying to annoy me again. He enjoys fidgeting under the covers because he just knows that his foot is touching mine at the bottom. So he just tends to do that to just try and get a little bit of a bite out of me. And most days he usually does. But again, all I do is just tend to join him under that and give him a little bit of a squeeze and a cuddle. Because he's never awake when I am. All weekends he's off at work. So it's nice when we get the odd weekend off together. So we can just lie and chill in bed together and just have a little bit of a laugh. But no, and he's literally always a piece of toast in the morning. So I'm always freezing when I wake up. So it's always nice to roll over and give him a bit of a snuggle. Because again, he is literally like a thermostat. He is so, so hot. But no, I have no idea what I was doing there. I think Mitch was actually pinching my feet or tickling my feet under the covers. Because he knows that I'm really, really ticklish on my feet. And he just does it on purpose. But no, it's always nice to have those morning cuddles in the morning. And I do tend to lose a fluffy sock or so. And then after that, I have to put on my Almira's face cream every morning because as you can tell from my skin, I do suffer from the odd spots and quite a lot of scarring, which I am not 100% confident with, but my confidence is getting there and I will be bringing out my skin and acne story very, very soon. But I've come across this Almira's cream, which is absolutely amazing. I've literally seen the difference between my skin since November. If I have any pictures, I will show you in my skin video. But no, this isn't a cream you can buy over the counter. I know a lady who works for the company, who is a family friend of mine, and she pointed me in the direction of using this, and the results have literally been incredible. Like my scarring isn't as worse as it is. My skin isn't breaking out either. I have got a few blemishes here, as you can see. And I'm actually quite shocked that I'm sat on the camera with no makeup on, because again, it does take a lot for me to actually sit and do a video with no makeup on, because I am ever so self-conscious of my skin. But again, it's an insecurity of mine, but I guess from day to day I do need to try and get better at just going out with no makeup on. But I do need to apply this cream every morning. And then, yeah, here's me putting on a full face of makeup because I was out for a family meal today. And I had to run around and also pop to the gym with my brother. I didn't actually realise we were going to go to the gym. If I did know earlier, I would not have put a full face of makeup on. Because, again, it's not good when you sweat and it goes all over yourself. But no, I don't tend to put makeup on every weekend. I only tend to if, as I said, we were going out or if me and Mitch were popping anywhere like shopping or to the cinema. But mainly today because me and my family were going out for a roast dinner. So that's why I did that. But no, I tend to take between probably 20 to 25 minutes to do my makeup on the weekends. Because I literally do not care. I've got my own makeup routine of what I've stuck by for absolute years now. And I'm not a professional, but most of the time my makeup actually does look pretty decent. And as I'm not tanning at the moment, I literally do not have to put on too much because my foundations match my skin. whereas usually I need to mix a couple of my foundations to match my tan skin. But I'm a pale mess at the moment, and hopefully tanning will be coming in very, very soon to give me that more confidence with my skin as well when I go to the gym. But no, I always tend to sit on the floor and do my makeup as well. I find it so much easier. And I think that was when I was snapping my brother because he was going to come pick me up and we were going to go to the gym together, which is quite nice to always go with my brother because he's just got into going to the gym, and I always like going with him because he teaches me new things and I help him with his form as well. So it's always nice to try and both help each other. And then I've actually pulled off all my eyelash extensions. I know people are going to be like, oh my god, you're mad. But I hate it when there's like gaps between them, and I hate just sitting and sticking individuals on because I do not have the time. So I actually stuck on falsies today without long acrylic nails, so that was a lot easier than what I thought. I do need to get better at applying my false lashes, so if anyone has any tips or tricks, please comment them down below because I do need so much help. I do want to apply I do want to buy the eyelash tweezers you can get, which you then put the eyelash in and it goes straight on your eye. I've seen so many YouTubers buy them, and I might actually buy myself a pair when I next go shopping. But no, I tend to stick them on with tweezers and then get a hair clip of mine and then use the end of the hair clip to literally dab on my skin to make the eyelash stay. I guess everyone's got their own way of doing it, but that's the way I've come across, and I actually find that it actually works. So that's something I'm going to be sticking to doing. But no, and there's Mitch coming in again. He was actually just before me today. He just literally jumps out of bed, has breakfast, brushes his teeth, and just shoves on his clothes so much quicker than what I do. But he tends to do that because he knows when I do my makeup, he knows I'm going to be there for a good 20 to 25 minutes. And then quickly I shove into my gym stuff. I've literally just left my glass on my plate there, but I do move it before I head out. And yeah, gym clothes is always a necessity of mine to wear because it just gives you so much more motivation to actually go to the gym, even though I'm quite good because I range to go from 5 to 6 times a week, having that odd 1 or 2 day rest. And then, oh my god, my hair is ever so knotty in the morning. It is literally a pain. I always brush it the night before to make sure, or literally put it up in a ponytail or in a bun. And I tend to use scrunchies for my hair because I feel like they're not so tight on my hair and they literally won't rip half of it out. But as you can tell, my hair is extremely knotty, especially towards the ends. And I always have to straighten my fringe because my fringe can go literally any direction in the morning. It's either going to be so flat it's over my eyebrows, or I'm going to have certain strands of hair pointing up or down, or sometimes there's gaps in my fringe, which is a bit of a pain. So I always make sure I grab my straighteners and quickly do that straightening job. But my hair doesn't usually take that long. I tend to wear it down a majority of the time because I just enjoy having my hair down, and it's getting to that length now of when just sometimes it's just too much to actually put it up in a bun because I literally have to put like 4 or 5 hairbands over the top. But no, I always straighten my fringe every morning during the week. It's probably not healthy for my hair because I put nothing on my hair, to help. And then as you can see, I always wear my hair up when I go to the gym because when I wear it down, I literally get so hot and sweaty. It is absolutely vile. And then I always brush up the ends as well to make sure I'm missing no strands of hair when I put my hair up in a ponytail.